bait. Catching a bunch of channels. Maybe. That's a twofer. You are currently losing. Big old fat belly thing. I'd say that's what the first big one was. Trying to catch bait. We've got a bunch of shad and bluegill and stuff, but we're trying to stay off the main lake until all the boaters get off of it. And then we'll go out and I got a spot. It's a big rock bluff. It's I think 44 foot deep is what it was reading earlier. So we'll go over there, anchor up, and see if we can't catch a couple nice ones tonight. We got a little piece of it. The size of that hook. Little bitty thing, little bitty piece of worm. Catching little bitty fish too. Alright. What was we talking about?
We were talking about how we're waiting till dark to go out on the main part of the lake.
Oh, there's just too many idiots. Most of them's got more money than they do brains. You get out and try to fish and they'll see you anchored up and they'll come by you 30 yards from you, jet skis and big party boats and everything else, and they'll come blowing by you and mess all your dang lines up and everything else.
Last time we came here on a holiday weekend was 4th of July. Was it 4th of July or 4th of July weekend?
4th of July.
It was. I'll pick up here in just 1 second. Because here they come. Ew. Ah!
Did you get that on video? Tried to eat me.
Bloopers.
Right.
Now that all the partiers drove past us, what we were saying, the last time we came out on the lake on a major holiday was 4th of July, like, well, it would have been a little over 3 years ago. No, it would have been right at 3 years. Right at 3 years ago. We were bow fishing, and I was 7 months.
Almost 8 months.
I was almost 8 months. Yeah, that's right. We were out here bow fishing, and we had a deck on the front of the boat at that time, and all of the lights, and all these boaters were yelling at us.
One of the big, like party yachts.
Yeah, one of the big party yachts.
Big, huge, giant, built-in, huge thing.
Kept yelling at us to turn our lights off, and it's not like they were, it was bothering them because they were pointed down into the water. Anyway, they kept yelling at us, and then they took off down like they were going away. We thought they were driving away, but they took off, didn't see anything of them, and then all of a sudden we look over and they come flying back to us, and I'm sitting right here where this chair is. We didn't have these chairs at the time. We just had a lawn chair sitting right here, that way I was comfortable. And I was sitting there and Casey was standing beside me. Yep. And all of a sudden I didn't know what to do. I started praying. I was like, please God, don't let anything happen to me with this baby. I mean, this is...
Launched you up in the air.
Well, so they flew past us and launched me up in the air far. I mean, because when I...
High enough that with me standing down in the boat, I had to reach up and grab her.
And he's tall, and he reached up and grabbed me, and I slammed back down. They about sunk us, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had wake hit and we had to turn around and head for the bank.
All of our drinks were spilled. Everything was just done for. I started, you know, hysterically bawling because I thought that I had gotten hurt, and I thought I was going to end up having to go to the hospital or something. But she started kicking and we knew she was okay.
Ready to fight.
She was ready to fight. But anyways, so after that little incident, we've kind of tried to steer clear from this place during times like that. But this is the first nice day that we've had in 2 weeks.
That it wasn't pouring down rain or 50 degrees.
Yeah, it's been raining and cold. Because I think the last video we did was going on 3 weeks ago, and we have not had a nice day since. So, and then this is the only nice day that we're going to have for another week.
It's supposed to rain until Saturday night.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain for a whole nother week. So we were like, you know what, we just need to come out and enjoy it. And so we've been kind of tucked back in this cove, just trying to get more bait and everything. That way all these people can go settle down before we go out there. So
In the last video we had people that was blowing our doors off.
yeah,
We was anchored up and they had all my rods wrapped up around each other, tangled up. I had to retie them all and everything else. I said people just don't really have respect anymore.
and if you can't hear us very well, sorry, but we are trying to find a microphone. Got brought to our attention that it was difficult to hear us, but we're
See that?
trying to get it set up.
Something just took off right there.
I'm ready to bow fish.
Yeah.
We gotta order all of our stuff to get our bows set up.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's gonna be a good year for bow fishing.
Oh yeah.
Last year was insanity. The monster gar that we seen last year with all the flooding that we had because the Missouri River was
Good one. Oh, just come on.
the Missouri River was basically in our backyard.
I definitely need a bigger hook.
It was in our backyard, but anyways, with all the flooding, the gar oh my god. The biggest one we seen. What was wrong? Did your arrow, what happened that you couldn't shoot? So, or he was taking a fish off his arrow and he was like,
my knot.
or something.
Broke my knot and we didn't have any in the boat.
Yeah.
Broke.
Yeah, his reel broke.
The reel handle broke.
There's a bridge we like to go to, and I have never seen a gar like that. I can't even talk about it.
Yeah,
He was huge, but
still ain't the biggest one you've ever seen.
yeah,
But we
well,
won't talk about that.
yeah, we won't talk about that one. But anyways,
That's all you did was see him. You just looked at him.
I'm a lefty shooter, so it's really awkward for me to lean over a bridge. Anyways, but we couldn't get the shot on him. It was crazy though. But the biggest one, he didn't see him. He seen his tail. But we were on the Missouri River.
I seen probably 3 foot, and that was just
3 foot, and it was just his tail. We were on the Missouri River. It was really late, and we were trolling back to go home, and we were coming out of that creek, and I was standing at the front, and I just look over, and I just seen this body, like, how do I explain it? I can't, this monster, like nothing I'd ever seen before, just coming up out of the water and going back down, and all I can imagine in my head when I reminisce on it is just its body just go, and I went, oh my god, look, and he looked down and he's like, shoot, I'm not gonna say what you said, but he was like, freaking shoot. But I was so shocked, I was just standing there. I had my bow in my hand. He was right, I could have reached down and touched him. He was that close. But I just stared at it. I was in such shock. And oh God, I didn't hear the end of that one. I didn't know what to. I was in shock. I still can't hardly talk about it. I honestly think though, if I would have shot it, I would have had a heart attack. And I was pregnant, so there would have been no way that I could have fought it.
I would have put him up there easily with Missouri's record.
Missouri's record.
Yeah.
Hands down. I couldn't have fought it, so you would have had to fight him. I don't know what I would have done.
I didn't even see all of him, and it's one of the biggest gars that I've ever seen.
Yeah. It was nuts. But anyways, I hope we can get a really, really big gar this year.
But I seen tons of big gar. I mean big gar. And problem was though is with all the rain and stuff we had, they didn't really stay up. They would just come up, pop, and go back down. But it was just insane the number of big gar we seen last year. There wasn't no reason why we wouldn't have broke Missouri's record. If I remember correctly, it's 23 pounds, just a hair over 23 pounds. Which I've almost shot one that big, but it was in Oklahoma. So. Well,
it's gonna probably. It is going to flood again.
Oh yeah, I'd say
with
so.
All of our, I'd say yeah. So we're gonna have it in our backyard again, but now that we know where they're at, that'll be killer.
Yeah. Like I said, that little hole that we found this last year, there was so many in there. And I mean, I've shot some big gar, and these were bigger, than 98% of the gar I've shot. Which, I've gotten to the point anymore, I don't even shoot gar anymore unless they're big.
I think it's fun. But see, the way I like to do it is if I see a monster one, I won't shoot it. You know, I'll just let him go, get a little bigger for next year. But if I see little baby, if I see little babies,
it's more like
I hit them every damn time.
Pill and drag. Oh. Keep him up. Like I said, keep tension on him. Keep tension on him. Oh, he looks like a good one. I think that was on that big bluegill kid. He's fighting harder than your 42 did. Oh, he's about to break. Oh, that's a good one. You got him wrapped, I think. I think that's, oh no, that's a good one. Get him up here. Bring him right into the net. Bring him up. Oh, no, we're hung up. Bring him here. Watch out, watch out. Oh. Oh. Give me those clamps. Swing him up, hold him on his belly. Hold him up for the camera.
Whew.
$2.23. Ready? 18.62. Yeah, video to release. Damn, he is heavy for 18. Jenny's first one of the night. Almost 19. Not bad. Cut it on big old shad head and turn him loose. You ready? There he goes. It's that Harms rattling shed right there. Those reapers, but look. Just barely had him in the corner of his mouth. You catch the big one and I catch bait. That's the good eating one though. Hey, at least we broke the one fish curse again.